Alright, so we are doing another quick little deck tech here for a historic pauper deck we're about to run through Midweek Magic since we're doing historic pauper. We're going to take a look at Mardu Zealot. This will be a little bit slower and grindier. You might have seen this deck be played before, but the big kind of goal here is to get Gouged Zealot out, get Delirium, and then every time I attack, I'm going to get a Plague Clafter's Familiar to get Death Touch on the Zealot, and every time I attack, I'm basically just going to wipe the board of creatures. Now, if they're not playing a creature deck, if they're playing fast, I could stumble a bit, but we have a pretty diverse deck full of artifacts, enchantments, creatures, lands. Um, these ones like that are an enchantment and a creature, definitely helpful getting you there. This one in particular, since I can go get a plane, helps fix my mana, gain a little bit of life and stabilize, and it puts a creature and enchantment in the graveyard. Certainly helps with Delirium. You've got Omen of the Dead loops with Core Skyfisher and Aviary Mechanic, where you can keep getting them back. So if you get like a Death Touch onto your Core Skyfisher or Aviary Mechanic, so you get them on, they block whatever, kill it, play Omen of the Dead, bring back Core Skyfisher, Aviary Mechanic, return Omen to your hand. You can basically just block creatures infinitely as long as they don't remove them from your graveyard. The way that this works is you use Faceless Agent to help you pick the things out. So you'll notice that on my creature counts, where did they change this stuff? Oh yeah, so if you notice my creature counts here, oops, man, this is really, why is this, okay, but if you notice on my creature counts, like the creatures that are important, they max out at 3, right? So nothing goes over 3. It's very specific on what I'm going to get. So when I play a Faceless Agent, if I don't have a Core Skyfisher in hand, I'm going to get a Core Skyfisher, if I've already got Zealot or the Familiar. If I don't have one of those pieces, I'm going to get that specific one that I need. Then everything else has slightly lower numbers to make sure I get it. Deadly Dispute works in sacrificing things with Commune of Industry. If you get Perilous Mirror with Plague Crafter's Familiar, I think that's one that I'd like to get another copy of eventually. But that's a nice little trick where you can bring Commune of Industry and bring Perilous Mirror back, attack with a Death Crutch creature. They're probably going to let it through, and then when it dies, it's going to shoot something for Death Touch and kill something else too. So it's really good at keeping the board clear. Of course, there are some sequencing issues sometimes, so you have to be careful with that. But we're going to try playing this deck out a little bit and see how this one goes. We played the first few games we played with Groff. Games were really quick and didn't get to see too much of the deck in action because it's not really a deck that goes very deep, but this one should go a bit longer. But I want to get a little bit of deck tech for you at the beginning, and see how everybody likes it. Yeah, this is fine. Red is really kind of like the third color. I don't need as much of it, but this is really good from the get-go. I've got Artifact, Enchantment, Creature. I'm going to be able to get through and get the things I need pretty easily here. If I'm facing a really fast red deck, this could be a problem, but we'll see what we get. So let's start off with this, and we'll look scary. We're not an innocent white deck. We're super scary. You don't want to play your creature out because I got black to remove it. Okay. Alright, we'll play a creature out. We'll draw a card. We'll get a little bit of presence. I don't think I have to worry about discard stuff. We got Fumes, which is good because Boros does tend to run a bit of swarming creatures, 1 toughness creatures, so we'll see how that works. Flaming Haste, okay. Alright, so here we want to make sure that we get out faces because they're going to go pretty quick. So I think right now, we still want to play this out first. And now we can go Faceless Agent, hopefully into one of our 2 drops. So we'll see how this all plays out here. Okay, don't need that. So let's go Faceless Agent first. Let's see what we get. Hopefully we get Skyfisher. We're going to get any one of our 3 combo pieces, so it could be anything. I'm going to shock it, that's fine. I'm still going to get my creature. Play Crafters Familiars, okay. Since we have Play Crafters, I'm not really going to worry about it so much. I'm just going to get the Wellspring. Okay, and we got the Zealot. So we've already got the combo set to go. Oh, this is important because we want to get a land in the yard. So we'll play this out. We'll activate it. And let's go get our mountain. And then we will we're going to Deadly Dispute. This one. So now we should have our Mardu Zealot. Cool. And we're going to play out a familiar. And we'll give it I probably could have played that one like a little spring there. So we're set up pretty good. I mean, they may have the removal, which is okay. And this is, I think, one of the things that people ask me, like, why are we playing Suffocating Fumes when this is going to kill everything? Because if I don't have a Goud Zealot, right? So what we can do here is we can Goud Zealot. If I don't have a Goud Zealot with Death Touch, I can still attack, play Goud Zealot, and sweep 2 of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play them both out here. So if they kill one, right, I'm still going to Suffocating Fumes and wipe their board. Fine. Can't check or box. So now we need to have 2 answers for it. So they won't Death Touch me. Right. And what's great about this is, so we still have this, right? We still have them kind of dead to rights. So I'm going to play this out. We're going to Suffocating Fumes. Bring them out attack. So we'll still kill other guys. Come through. And then we're going to go ahead. We're going to pop it at the Wellspring when they come in. Draw us a card. So now we're going to end up getting our core Skyfisher, and we've essentially have the lock now, right? So they can exile this. I mean, they can go ahead and exile it. Perfectly fine. Okay, well, they have a chance to exile it, and so I think they're going to regret that. So we're going to get core Skyfisher. Okay. We're going to play core Skyfisher. Yeah, we just have too much pressure for them. that deck, I think it wanted to be faster, and it just it got like kind of early pressure, but it just couldn't maintain, and that's tough to do, you know. Needs to be a little bit quicker, so that's okay. I mean, those are things that people find in Historic Pauper. After you refine it, you know, you get access to more cards, you can build, you know, some more robust decks. It's tough. It is, you know, it's way way grindier, way more of a challenge than it needs to be to build a Pauper collection. This is not great. I mean, we do have all our mana fixing. We'll probably draw into some stuff. It's not great, but we'll keep it and we'll see how it goes. Like this, if I get early pressure, this could easily get rolled up really fast. Sure, you know, since I'm not playing out our tap land. It's mono white, maybe? Oh, white black wears off gain and drain. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, hopefully they get some 1 toughness creatures out that allow me to do it, but I think I'm going to be in trouble on this one. Yep, no, that wears off. Okay. Now, I might get to a critical stage of mana where I can play 2 Suffocating Fumes if they have too many 2 toughness creatures, but the trick will be surviving, because they're probably going to get Blight Priest down and really hit me up with that. So we're 2 turns away from doubling up on Suffocating. Blight Priest, no? Okay. Another 2 toughness creature, okay. Okay. I mean, the good thing is you don't have to worry about all these big plays. I think what we'll do here is let's go ahead and play it out just to maybe slow the bleeding down a little bit. And give them something direct, some removal at. I mean, because they are putting 6 damage. I mean, they could end me in, you know, 3 turns if I'm not careful. Okay, so they're going to gain a bunch of life. Okay. Well, I guess we block it because we don't want to take the damage. And that's fine. So we're now at double Fumes range. Let's see if we can get him to play out 1 more 2 toughness creature. Oh, even better. Okay, cool. That's fine. Okay, so now we've got some time to recover. Right? So we're going to put up a Bloodfilled Cave, put up a Core Skyfisher. We're at a point where we don't need to run Network Terminal anymore, so we're going to Deadly Dispute that. It is nice filtering. If we had another, cool. Sounds good. Okay, so I think we need to draw some cards. That'll help us in filtering, but it's not really going to help us right now. So let's get the Bloodfilled Caves. great time in industry. So let's just play this out. That way we can start gaining some ground on that life. There we go. Let's do that. Mardu Zealot. Interesting. Oh, okay, good. This is perfect. This is perfect. They're gonna turn on my delirium. Cool. Alright, so we got floating yard. They're just dead on board until they get away to remove Zealot. I think it'll work. That's kind of the worst that you get. You let them get knifed, don't let them get way out of control. So it was interesting to see a little bit more of a mid-range life gain approach. Using more clerics with lifelink. Getting some flyers in there. I mean, I like it. I don't think the deck is complete. I think you still want to have, core celebrants, soul wardens, even though they're kind of chintzy, and then you want to have some black to get you that drain. I don't know if they just never got there or weren't running it. This is all acceptable. And so we're going to end up getting one of the pieces to our combos. Ideally, we want to get a core Skyfisher off of our agent. We might get the Zealot, but ideally we want the core Skyfisher, because if we can put out the Plaguecraft Familiar, bounce it with the core Skyfisher, and then replay it, then we're going to be able to do a lot of fun things with it, and eventually just lock down the board with any big threat that they pull. Again, barring graveyard removal. So we'll see what happens here. I'm thinking about it. Alright, so let's lead out our tap land. No reason not to. So we'll have turn 2 Spirited Companion. Draw a card. Cool. We want to block with this because we want to have both an enchantment and a creature in the yard. Sure. Great. That's terrific. That is absolutely fine. We're going to play this out. Now we know we're going to get our core Skyfisher, which is wonderful. And now we're sitting pretty. We got Suffocating Fumes. If they're playing any sort of goblin deck, we can really punish them with a sweeper. I don't even think we're going to need to get to Zealot at this point. So, I think what we'll do here... Yep. They can waste another pump all they want. I'm fine with that. They can kill off my Faceless Agent. That's fine with that too. Great. One less thing to worry about. Okay. Awesome. Alright, so let's pull this out. Let's pull a Network Terminal. Let's play Playcraft. Put it on Gorger. Gorge Zealot. We can attack. Not really worried about it. If it cracks through us, and Playcraft Familiar takes care of that. And now what we need to do is get 2 other things into the yard, and Gorge Zealot is ready to go. Okay, cool. Alright. Getting big. Alright. Perfect. So, we are styling and profiling. I think we put this out here. I mean, he could have a couple of pumps to get price. Okay, so it's a 6. And he gets 2 tokens. 5, 6. I have to be careful here. He's got 3 mana open and 3 spells. I mean, he could very well have... Okay. Alright. 6. So it goes to 7. Uh-oh. Sling, okay. Alright. I think we're okay. Let's see what else. Okay. that creature an enchantment. We could get the suffocating fumes in there pretty easily. That's fine. Maybe we go get, because now we could get any of our 2-drop spells. Let's go with cats first. We still could be dead here because they could deal 1 damage and get like super tramply. So we might have to put more toughness on the board than we would like. So it's a 4. So the main thing is make sure that we have more than 4. You don't want them to bleed through for trample damage. Like, so if we have to sacrifice, a lot of our dudes, we're okay with that. I don't think that's the call. Yeah. Alright. There's a few of those. Maybe we'll get back to a little bit more and try something else.